Hi there, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesigndetectives.com. We got a requested one today. We've done it before with Divi 4, but we have to use some CSS and JavaScript. We're on Divi 5 theme here today. We're going to pop up a couple of sections from a couple of buttons right here. As you can see, I've got a couple of buttons. One says contact. When I click on it, it's going to pop up a little contact section. Obviously, people can fill it out, send it off. Click on it again, it's going to disappear. Got one that says services. Going to pop up a little services section. And again, click on it, it's going to disappear. And you can pop them both up. Services will be below my contact section there. And again, you can hide and show them to your heart's content. And you can have as many as you want. Now, there's no coding involved in this today at all. We're just using the new interactions feature of the Divi 5 theme. Really easy to do, so let's get started. Okay, well, let's go down and we'll just get rid of everything that I've got here. And we'll start from scratch. Okay, first thing I'm going to put in is a couple of buttons to pop this up with. So I'm going to start a new section. In it, I'm going to put row with 2 columns. And I'm going to pop a button in there. Let's call this one contact. Obviously, whatever you want to put in yours. And I'm going to pop it in the middle. Okay, now let's just clone it. 2 little squares to duplicate it. I'm going to drag one of them across with a little cross icon. Left click, pull it to where you want it. And we'll drop it over here. And this one, let's say services. Now this will work in any existing section if you want to. I'm just going to create a couple of new sections. So I'm going to hit the blue button to add a new section. Throw in a single column. Let's just throw a simple contact form in there. And in the text, let's just say contact us or something. And we'll give the whole section, blue tab there, a little dark background. That's fine. And let's just make that text light so we can see it a bit better. So I've clicked on the contact form. We're back in the contact form, as you can see. Over in design and title text, I'm just going to make it white. And I'll leave that just like that. Obviously, you can make these sections as busy as you want to. I'm going to keep it very simple today. And let's just create a little services section. I'm going to use the great little blurb module for that. Say service 1. Obviously, you'd have some real stuff to put in yours. Image and icon. I'm going to use an icon for mine. Let's find an icon that we want to use. That'll do fine. And for expediency, I'm just going to pop all this in the middle by going to design and text and just aligning it in the middle. Fantastic. Now let's clone this a couple of times. And again, we can drag one across. And we'll clone it. This one, funny enough, service 2. Click on this one, service 3. Great thing about Divi 5, you click on the module, you're already in the right place. So it makes it very quick for editing modules. Okay, well, I'm going to call that our service section right there. Now, what I want to do is I want to identify these sections so we can find them when we use our interactions. So I'm going to click on the top one. In content at the bottom, you'll find meta, previously known as admin label in Divi 4. And we'll say contact. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. I'm going to click on our services one. Let's just call it services. Fantastic. Great. Well, let's make the magic happen now. And it's really, really easy. Like I say, no coding involved. So I'm going to go back into my first button here. I'm not going to put a link in. Obviously, put whatever you want your button to say in there. Don't put a link in here. Make sure you do not put a link in there or else it'll try and jump to the top of the page. I'm going to roll over to my advanced now. Down to interactions, brand new in Divi 5 here. I'm going to add an interaction. What do I want to happen? Well, when I click it, I want it to toggle this section's visibility. So let's click on it. On click, toggle visibility, perfect. Which module? Well, this is why I gave it that name earlier on. If I open this up, it gives us the whole page tree. And if you give something a name, there it is right there. It makes it a lot easier to find, especially if you've got a lot of stuff on the page. Fantastic. That's all we need to do. I want it to happen right away so I don't need a time delay. Let's also go into this button here. We'll add an interaction to it. I know you can guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to target this section. On click, I want to toggle the visibility. And we called this one services. There it is right there. There's that little meta detail right there. Great. So we don't want to see any of these. So I'm going to click on any one of these sections. Over in advanced, just below the interactions, we've got visibility. So I want to hide this on all devices. As you can see, it grays it out. I want to do exactly the same for this section because we don't want to see it at all initially. So I just clicked on that below section. I'm going to do the same thing. As you can see, it's grayed it out as well. Now if we've done everything correctly, these should pop out for us. Let's get rid of our preview then. I'm going to save it. And we'll preview on the front end. And here we have it. We've got our buttons right there. As you can see, or as you can't see, we haven't got the services or contact section. As soon as I click on one of these buttons, it's going to pop up that. I might want to spell contact right. I'm sure it'll look a lot better. Click on it again, it's going to disappear. Services, same thing. There it is. Click on it again, it's going to disappear. And if you want to, you can pop these out into a lightbox so they're not actually in line with your other sections there. And of course, you can have them both open at the same time. They'll be stacking on top of each other. For anybody that wants to pop it out in the lightbox, I'll show you how. It's just a tiny little bit more work, but very easy to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spell contact right. Make sure I'm on the button here. Always looks a little more professional when you spell things right. Okay, if you want to pop these out into a lightbox, what we can do is just click onto the section. In advance, we're going to go down to position. I'm going to change it from relative to fixed. And you may have noticed it's sort of up at the top left of the thing here. We've got a matrix here. Let's pop it right in the middle of the page at all times. I want to make sure it pops up on top of everything else. So I'm going to give it a high sort of Z index. I'm going to throw 3 or 4 9s in there just to make sure it sticks on top of everything. As you can see, that's pulled it forward a little bit. Not sure I want it quite as wide as it is. So in design, we can go to sizing. Let's make the width perhaps 80%. And we want it in the middle, which is fine. And we'll do similar for the services. So I clicked on the services section here. We're already in the width. Let's make it 80%. It's fine. And now we just need to go over to advanced position. I'm going to have it fixed. And again, I want to give it a reasonable Z index. Maybe even a little more than the other one. But I'm also going to give this a bit of box shadow because it's actually white in color. To do that, over in design, here's a bit of box shadow. Let's give it a little bit all around. Just make it stand out a little bit more. Now this will work. There's one little caveat with this. Let's just save it. We'll refresh this page again. Now if I hit contact, it pops out into a little light box here. And here's the caveat. We've got nothing to close it with. I'll show you how to add a closing icon. Really easy to do. You can roll up, hit the button again. That's not really what I'd like to see. Here's our services again. With that little box shadow, makes it stand out a little bit more because it's white on white. And again, we've got that same thing. We can only really get to these buttons. In fact, we scooch it up there. We can do it that way. So to avoid that, I'm sure you're ahead of me on this. We can go into any of these sections here. I'm actually going to go to the back end to do this as I've put them in fixed position. Here's the services one with the blurb on it. I'm going to add a new module right at the end here. It doesn't really matter. Just use an icon. I'm going to find a closing icon. That'll do fine. If I switch back, you'll vaguely see it up there. You can always take these out of fixed position. Here we've got it right here. I want to put it in the top right hand corner and make it a bit smaller. So design wise, I'll leave it the color it is. The actual icon itself, I'll make it 30 pixels. I want to put it in my top right, as I said here. So we can do that. This time we're not going to use fixed, we're going to use absolute. So that'll put it in a fixed position within its parent container, which is this row up here. I want it to be on the right hand side. And now I can add an interaction to make it close itself. There's the interactions just above. Add interaction. On click, want it to toggle visibility of our services section. There's the services section. Perfect. Really easy to duplicate. If we go back to our wireframe mode, roll down, there's the icon that we just created. I'm going to duplicate it one time. I'm going to drag it up to my contact form here. Now if we flip back, it's on the top of my contact form there. And we just need to change out services section for the contact section. There it is right there. Now if we resave this, and we'll refresh our page here, we've got our two little buttons. Now when I pop one up, it's got a little icon up there. As you can see, it's in a lightbox. You can click the button to close it rather than having to hit the button. Really easy to do, as you can see. Now if you've got a lot of content in this, you need to make this pop up, give it a fixed height, and enable scrolling for any overflow here. This is going to work for me though. To demonstrate that, we can go back down here. Let's go into our services section by just clicking on it. I'm going to give it a fixed height over in sizing. Let's say 50 viewable height of any device that they're looking at it on. Then if we go over to advanced and visibility, here's a vertical overflow. I want to enable scroll on the vertical overflow. That way, on smaller devices, they can scroll down. To demonstrate that, let's save this. We'll go back here. Let's just refresh this page. If I pop up the services now, we've got a little scroll bar on our side here. We can scroll up and down. That way, on tablet and mobile, if I hit my F12 key, here we have it on tablet, they'll be able to scroll through the services by just putting their finger on there, scrolling up and down. Same with an iPhone. They'll be able to scroll just like that. As you can see, really easy to do. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any more questions about Divi 4 or Divi 5, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie with System 22 and webdesignandtaketips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.